watching on the Asiabasket 2025 College Basketball Collegiate Campus Tour. And the first game we just ended, it was a battle between the Perpetual Altas up against the Mapua Cardinals, and what was an incredible one. You can watch that.
Pero halftime kayo kubusin.
Welcome everybody, this is the Asiabasket 2025 College Campus Tour. Let's take a look here first at the tournament format that you see on your screens for both Group A and Group B. The 14 teams will be classified into two groups. 3 teams per group will be eliminated after the single round robin, wherein 8 teams in Yorick Bautista, and we know that he has been doing that all throughout his career in the UAAP. One of the deadliest shot creators I have seen in the league, at least in the past year or in the past season. Well, a steal there by J.R. Pasaol. LPU with an early turnover to start off this first quarter. Risky pass there. The height off Konate was not enough. Risky pass there. The height off Konate was not enough. Corner shot. Again, off to the left. Corner shot. Again, off to the left. PJ Pre, the head of the snake when it comes to the fast break. Wide open 3. No good, and for race once again. Hopefully in the next season. Well, FEU, or rather LPU here, again, another turnover on their end, not able to convert on the basket. Again, Simon Peña Friel, bit of a slow start for Simon. VJ Pre operating from the top of the key. Gilbert trying to see what can we do here, and that's what you can do. Gal Montaño, a guy that they will keep on relying on, especially what he has shown us in the previous NCAA season. Finally on the board is Guile. Now referee says here that there's a lifting called on Jedrick Daa. Dribbling violation here. It's going back once again to the red shirts. And if you're LP, those are the stops you need to try and get back in this game. Asking for a screen. Back to Barba. Shot is short. You see, FEU will try to run whenever they can. VJ, this time is at the post. Attracting 2 defenders. Spin move. Bautista there. And when it comes to shot creation, that has always been a comfort when it comes to Jorick Bautista. Definitely one of the teams to watch next season is FEU for the UAP. One of the teams to watch next season is FEU for the UAP, and on the NCAA side is LPU. Flo de Agua, something for us here.
Nico, it may be their first time playing against a UAAP team with an FSA this year. Head coach Gilbert Malabanan of the LPU Pirates tells me sanay na pala ang players niya to go up against all kinds of levels. In fact, in preparation for the Asiabasket, their tune-up games have been mostly against MPBL teams.
We resume action here in the first with the FEU Tamaraws with a commanding lead against LPU Pirates, and that is they were led by VJ Pre with 2 N1s earlier in this game. It's a 13 foul on FEU. It's by Luke Felipe. 14 on the clock here for the Pirates. Going at the post. And trying to back down Liam Salangsang, who's doing his best. Now, dyan penalty na ang FEU Tamaraws. You gotta be careful for the rest of the way, considering that where are we? We still have a lot of time to be left to be played here in the first quarter, and you don't want LPU to catch up from the free throw line if you're a Tamaraws fan. But if you're a supporter of the Pirates, then this is something that you want. You want to try stopping this game and earn your points from the line. for the Pirates. After fishing a foul on the Tamaraws. I think that's a foul on Rojan Montemayor. Also a underrated three-point shooter for the FEU Tamaraws. Has had some memorable games last season in the UAAP. See the Tamaraws here going full force when it comes to the personnel that they have been fielding in so far. For those wondering, there's no Cholo Anonuevo. We've seen him in crutches here, as you can see on your screens as well. Hopefully, he's able to come back in the next season for the UAAP. Felipe to Salangsang. The drive and the collision once again. That's gonna be 2 free throws. Lion Palingayan was just there, taking the full brunt of that hit or that drive from Liam Salangsang. You see here that Leon Palingayan holding on to his slip. Not sure if there's blood. Waiting for play to resume here, waiting on the status of Liam Palingayan. Right. So there's a substitution here with Ato Barba checking in, considering that Palingayan has to get that lip check. Not sure if it's a lip or a chin. But now we can resume play here. With fouls galore in the past 2-3 minutes. Really physical battle between the Tamaraws and the Pirates here in the Moro Lorenzo Sports Center. Too strong on that first shot by Liam. Good on the second. 1 for 2 at the trip for Salangsang. 8-point advantage for the Tamaraws. Great decision to dump it inside. Gael Montaño once again. The most consistent Pirates so far here in the first. Joric asking for a screen. Bautista, that's the space he needs. Pulling up, and we can see there ligaw na bola na pumasok dito sa court. Momentary stoppage here on the court. Gael Montaño, again, I was saying that he's the most consistent guy for LPU. He was actually the player of the game in their previous matchup here in the Asiabasket. So you know he's going to be a marked man, but despite that, you know how stars always perform. Despite the defense, they're going to give you their numbers. Oh, strong rebound there by Richmond Casino. But again, that's another foul. By Ronjan Montemayor. The second foul on Rojan. This time it's Ato Barba at the line. Makes the first one. One more shot for Barba. It's good. 2 for 2. And LPU taking advantage of these free throws that have been given to them. Or given to them, rather. Ona sets the screen. Joric trying to snake his way, but instead passes it out. Montemayor attacking. 3 white shirts. Ona takes it upon himself. Montemayor, no good on the putback. And the possession ends there for the Tamaraws. Gordon passes it out. The fake, the three. Air ball. 8 seconds remaining here in the first. Jorik, great move. Although everything but the shot. And at the end of the first quarter, we have the FEU Tamaraws up by 4 against the LPU Pirates, 18-14. Second quarter action coming your way. Start of the second quarter here between the FEU Tamaraws up against the LPU Pirates. And FEU up by 4. With while being led by VJ Prejo at 8 early points in the first quarter. And you can see he's back here. Again, the referee's calling it tight here in this matchup. Jaden Jones first. Few seconds of action here at the start of the second, live inside the Moro Lorenzo Sports Center. Nico Rocha here with Flo Del Agua, my partner on the sidelines, your courtside reporter and your anchor for the first 3 games for this Asiabasket College Campus Tour. Oh, that's the activity of a Mo Konate that you love to see. And there's a bit of confusion here. All right, so we got 14 on the shot clock. Next game after this, everybody will be between the Ateneo Blue Eagles up against the San Beda Red Lions. So that's something that a lot of you are looking forward to. Right after this one as well. NCAA UAP action. Trapped and a steal by Pasaol. John Ray to VJ Pre. How can you stop that, Pre? 6-point lead for the Tamaraws now. LPU. A drive, sweet move. That was by JM Versosa. John Ray, 2-man action with Konate. Pasaol lets it fly from deep. Secured by the Tamaraws once more. Pre finds a mismatch. Attracts the D, a pass to the corner. And that was like a gift, just landing on the hands of Mo Konate. The easiest 2 points for him here. Let's give this now to Flo Del Agua for a report.
Nico, like you mentioned earlier, before becoming FEU's head coach, Sean Chambers was first one of the best imports who graced the Philippine basketball industry. So, of course, I had to ask him about his thoughts on their FSA Mo Konate. Coach Sean shared with me that FSAs have an incredibly challenging role because aside from building chemistry on the court, they also have to blend themselves with the local players' culture. Although right now, Coach Sean sees that most personality is more on the shyer and quieter side in person, but he's glad that on the court, his personality is the exact opposite. Your thoughts, Nico?
Yeah, I definitely agree on that one, Flo. It's Mo is the kind of guy that lets his game do the talking, as we have seen here in Asiabasket and also in the UAP in the season that he has participated in. But don't look now, LPU clinging on and sticking right it with the Tamaraws. And Casino didn't realize that there's not much time remaining in the shot clock. Great stand there by the Tamaraws. See here Casino taking a sit. Something to learn. These are the games where you get that much needed learning experience, as Filipinos would love to say. BJ, the pass to Konate. Could have been a good stop, but it was a foul called on the Pirates. Really tough task to go up against a 6'9" Mo Konate, who was just waiting at inside the paint. See here, great passing from LPU in that replay a while ago. We would like to thank our sponsors again for making Asiabasket 2025 a possibility. You've been seeing it on your screens. This tournament would not have been possible without them. So we thank you again, and everybody who's supporting us live on Facebook and on YouTube, for letting us know how else we can improve on this tournament. Thank you so much. 0 for 2 on that trip though for Mo. Hand off to Renz. Villegas showing us his bag. Pass, corner shot. Secured by VJ Pre. VJ showing us his passing skills to Mo Konate. Dangerous duo these two are. Let's see how LPU will counter. Konate against Ato. Ato likes that matchup. And he gets fouled and 2 free throws in the process. We all know that the foot speed of Ato Barba, that's his advantage against a nimble guy like Mo Konate, but of course, it's the smaller guy that prevails here. And at least in that sequence, makes the first is Ato Barba. Barba now with 3 points, 2 rebounds, and assists. And what's keeping LPU alive is their shooting percentage from the line. They're 8 for 11 right now, which is really good, because their field goal shooting is only at 5 for 21, good for 23%, while FEU is 10 for 21. It's really good at 47%. Or rather, more efficient so far in the shots that they take. The Pirates again with another chance. Switch on to Pre. Pulling up. There you go. That's Renz Villegas. 5 na lang po. 5 na lang ang lamang ng FEU, but it's back to 7. Joric Bautista making sure that LPU stays at bay. Ato. Pulls up, mid-range. He likes that shot, pero nakahawak ata dun si... Yeah, and the basket even counts. For number 26, JM Bravo, nakahawak kasi si ano dun. There you go, Adam Nakai was holding on, and they counted that putback by JM Bravo. Great presence of mind. The dirty work. You need this. If you want to stay against an opponent, and especially if you're down, creating space. Man, it's just too easy for VJ Pre. Get out of his way. Simon attacks the defense, kind of forced it there, and Pre hitting the deck because of a small collision with JM Versosa. And VJ Pre now with 12 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, 2 assists, and perfect from the field is VJ Pre. Would you believe? Well, actually, I believe if there's gonna be a guy who's gonna have a perfect field, I think VJ Pre is a good candidate for that one. And there you go, Adam Nakai making up for his mistake on the other end. Shot from downtown. And we got a timeout on the floor, the biggest lead so far by the Tamaraws. We'll be back for more. Resuming action here, the Asiabasket College Campus Tour. And FEU there with a foul.
Number 24, Leon Salansang, that's his third personal foul.
And Salangsang with his third personal foul, so he needs to be careful here, way more careful, considering that you only have a total of 5 fouls here before you get fouled out. Bravo. A pass to Villegas for 3. Air ball. And possession secured by the green shirts. They have the numbers. 3 versus 2. Pulling up from deep. Short. Ato with a drive, and that's recovered by the Tamaraws. I thought it was out of bounds. Joric. Cross-court pass to the other end. High looping 3. Hits the back rim. Barba gives it up. Renz Villegas passing to Gordon. Backing down his defender. Gordon, that's a tough shot. No good. FEU's running. An open corner 3. Bucket. That's Adam Nakai, his second 3-pointer of the quarter. FEU has found their groove. here in the second quarter. Villegas.
Lance Vegas.
Good jumper there to quiet the storm, even by just a bit. Joric Bautista from deep again. The 3-point bombs hitting for the Tamaraws. Villegas again showing us his bag. This time it's short. It's been the Renz Villegas show for LPU. A bit of a strong pass there by Luke Felipe. See Joric Bautista trying to chase for that ball. Then let's take a look here one more time. I think that was the 3 a while ago by Joric Bautista. The 4th 3-pointer for the Tamaraws. Well, LPU is 0 for 11 right now from 3. So that's a lot of ground that they have to cover up. Gordon. No good, and that's a holding foul.
Joric Bautista, his second.
Call on Joric Bautista, that is his second foul here. 14 foul for FEU. It should be sideline inbound. Wala pa naman sa penalty yung FEU, but the next foul will mean free throws for LPU. Pass to Reyes. And there you go. Jetro Reyes. Kakapasok lang for LPU and immediately making a contribution, making their first 3-pointer in this game. And we got a timeout here called by the FEU Tamaraws. They're still up by 11. We resume action here inside the Moro Lorenzo Sports Center. And wow, what a finish, alley-oop to Mo Conate. What a way to start off after coming from a timeout. Montemayor to Conate. And there's a great recognition there by Montemayor, and Conate finally getting the engine going after a really quiet first quarter for Mo. Saving that pass. Looked like a turnover a while ago. And again, that's another holding foul called on FEU.
Number 5, Jedrick Daa, his second.
That was on Jedrick Daa. Was trying to box out, but the referee said that there was a bit of holding. So that's gonna be 2 free throws for JM Bravo. Bravo at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Makes the first. Bravo now with 5 points and 8 rebounds in 9 minutes of action. Really efficient numbers for JM. Bravo's good there. 2 for 2. 53 seconds here in the second quarter. Full court pressure being employed by LPU. And that's VJ, or rather that is Jedrick Da bringing down the basketball. Getting ahead of myself there. Pasaol using the screen, attracting the defense. Da all day to shoot. But JR secures the basketball. Tight defense from LPU. Pasaol. And that's a foul called on Bravo. Trying to prevent Konate from getting to his spots. I mean, it's a tough ask to request from a person 4 or 5 inches smaller.
Timeout, FEU Tamaraws.
We got a timeout here for the FEU Tamaraws wanting to drop something here in this possession. We'll be back after this.
Seconds on the shot clock.
12 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. That was a risky pass.
Foul on number 5, Jedrick Da, his third personal foul.
Foul on Jedrick Da. His third personal foul. And I think Jedrick was telling the foul was on Mo. Just a funny thing to observe. Just being right here on the court right now. Anyway, we got 2 free throws coming up. That is, once again, Jetro Reyes, who earlier hit the only 3-pointer for the Pirates. Hoping to add more in the second half or maybe before this quarter ends. Let's see. 2 for 2 for Jetro.
Substitution. Richmond Gazinho and Dave Paulo coming in for the Pirates. Jerick Batista for the
Some substitutions for both squads before we end the second quarter. 23 seconds remaining. Mo losing the basketball. And LPU, let's see if they hold on. It looks like they would. 8 seconds.
5 seconds.
Casino. No good on that shot.
At the end of the
first half, the FEU Tamaraws up by 10 against LPU Pirates 40-30. We'll see you guys right after this halftime break. You're watching the FEU Tamaraws up against the LPU Pirates. Let's take a look here at the halftime stats. But before that, FEU is leading 40-30, 10-point lead against the Pirates. All right, so for the field goal percentage, 50-26 in favor of FEU. The three-point shooting, as you can see, that FEU with 28.6, just 7% for LPU. While for the free throws, it's more of, I would say, give the advantage here for the Pirates, who have been going at it and going straight at the line, going inside the paint to earn these free throws that would at least keep the game close against the Tamaraws. The turnovers, 9 for FEU, 6 for LPU, and then for the assists, 12 for the Tamaraws, showing us their great passing, while only 4 for LPU. Now, when it comes to the rebounds, LPU has 26 with 12 offensive boards. That's a lot, and against a team like FEU, wherein on paper they have the size, but they're being out-rebounded. It is because of the activity of LPU. It's that David versus Goliath mentality when it comes to the personnel that they have right now on the floor. So we're gonna monitor how the second half would look like. Can LPU keep it close? Can they tie it? Can they eventually surprise the Tamaraws, who have been on the rise in the UAP? Or will it be business as usual for the FEU Tamaraws, while being led by their star in VJ Pre? The leading scorers for both teams, VJ Pre with 12, Mo Conate with 7, Joric Bautista with 7. While for the LPU Pirates, you got Gael Montaño with 8, JM Bravo with 6, and number 5, Jedrick Daa, or rather that is Jetro Reyes with 5 points. Coming up next after this one will be a battle between the San Beda Red Lions up against the Ateneo Blue Eagles. So that's something that you guys should watch out for, both live on Facebook and on YouTube as well. San Beda getting ready here on the sidelines, but first, before that, we got third quarter action between FEU and the Pirates of Lyceum. Da gives it back to VJ Pre. The dump to Mo. Easy bucket for Mo Conate. You can see that Leon Palingayan is finally back on the floor after getting that cut treated a while ago in the second quarter. Bothered by the defense of a Mo Conate. And jump ball here. But the possession arrow is pointing towards to the side of FEU. Or rather, it's going back to the side of LPU, since that's the possession arrow. Montaño against Pasaol. Gael. Oh, blocked by Conate. Fast break opportunity. Jedrick Daa. Touchdown on the other end. FEU showing us their defensive prowess, at least in that possession. Led by Mo Conate, but that one, that three by Barba over the outstretched arms of Mo Conate. VJ, pass to the left side, the fake, goes middle, the drive, and the bucket. JR Pasaol, his specialty. Ato looking for Gael. Cross-court pass. That's an open three all day to shoot. No good. And LPU has been extremely ice cold from downtown. Joric. It's the back rim at babalik sa LPU yung bola. And VJ Pre here on your screens. only playing 30 minutes of action as of now. 12 points, 4 rebounds, and a foul called on VJ. And he was arguing that he said that he hit the ball, but the referees are looking at the collision of the bodies prior to VJ blocking that shot. First shot is good for JD Panielo. Panielo now with 3 points, 4 rebounds, 1 for 2 at the trip. Something you don't see every day. Mo Konate bringing down the basketball. He's asking, begging for the ball. Is at the post. Spin. Easy for Mo Konate. Textbook. Height is definitely might. Barba. Just trying to slither his way. Get some daylight. No good on that 3. Oh, passing from Pre to Konate. Like clockwork are these two. Pass to the right wing. Back to Palingayan. Barba again from deep. A rare offensive board for Lyceum. One more time. Barba amidst the trees. Or rather, against a mismatch like Jedrick Da.
Number 5, Jedrick Da. That's his fourth personal foul.
Fourth personal foul on Jedrick Da. And it's been the Ato, Barba, and Gal Montaño show, considering that they've been the more reliable ones here. They need more help. Barba makes the first free throw, now with 7 points and 3 rebounds. Two for 2 at the line for Ato. FEU changing up their offense here in the third. They're more slow, they're more methodical with what they want to do. Konate again. Losing adjectives to describe how dominant he has been in the paint right now against LPU. Mid-range jumper, no good. Well defended is Jonathan Dailig. Coach Sean calling out the play for his boys. Pre pulling up. No good, but it was tapped to Mo Konate. Pasaol. And Pre from the top of the key. John Ray getting switched on to Montaño. He breaks away. Easy layup for John Ray Pasaol. And FEU, this is a great start for them. Winning the quarter 16-6. Or rather, 14-6. Swing the ball around. It's LPU. 3 seconds to shoot. And the bucket for Leon Palingayan. See here, Mo Konate bring down the basketball. Natawagan ng backward violation dito. That's a great decision by Leon to apply the pressure. Speaking of Leon Palingayan there with the reverse up and under in the earlier possession for the Pirates. Again, we urge you all to watch our games here inside the Moro Lorenzo Sports Center with Ateneo going up against the Sun Beta Red Lions. UAP NCAA action again. Barba losing control of the basketball at natawagan na rin ng shot clock violation. Checking in here is Renz Villegas. But before that, let's give you first to Flo de Agua as he has something for us.
Nico, alam mo ba, my very first tournament as a courtside reporter 3 years ago, I already met Jedrick Daa as part of the FEU Baby Tamaraws. Back then, he was already a role player. But I have to tell you, this guy in front of us is not the same Jedrick Daa anymore. In fact, during the times where the likes of VJ Pre and Joric Bautista weren't in Asiabasket yet, the rest of the FEU Tamaraws were depending heavily on Jedrick Daa to lead the team and be the extension of Coach Sean Chambers. Coming into the second half, their only priority is to surrender themselves to the system, which is the same reason for their win last week. All for now, Nico. Balik muna sa'yo.
Thanks for that, Flo, and I love hearing the journeys of our players here playing playing in the Asiabasket. And Jedrick Daa, definitely one of the more memorable players pagdating sa FEU. Homegrown as well. Tawagan ng third personal foul dito. I think Joric Bautista with his third. Well, Daa has 4, Joric has 3. But I think with a comfortable lead like this and also the depth that FEU has, I think they'll be able to stomach the foul trouble that their lead guards are currently in right now. A pass to the top of the key. Another offensive board for LPU, and there's another foul called on the Tamaraws as they try to stop that drive.
Foul number 10, Ateneo with his third personal foul. 2 free throws for Lion Palingayan.
It's Lion Palingayan at the line. He's been really aggressive from the start. No good on that shot for Lion. Pre to Bautista. Way off. Possession ends there for the Tamaraws. Let's see what LPU will do here. Nice sliver of daylight, attracting Konate, gets him in the air. Last second pass to Bravo is good. Such a scary thing to see that Mo Konate, no problem bringing down the ball, but here a steal by LPU, trying to be fancy with it, almost a turnover. But Simon Peñafiel was there, and a great pass to a cutting JM Bravo. Timeout by FEU. Take a look here one more time at a replay. No look pass ba dyan si Peñafiel. He froze, knowing that JM Bravo will make that shot. We'll be back for more. All right, we're back here inside the Moro Lorenzo Sports Center with 3 minutes remaining. Nico Rocha here with Flo de Agua, my partner on the sidelines, our courtside reporter, and we will be bringing you the 3 games here for Asiabasket. Saturday games.
15 on this shot clock.
15 on the clock for the Tamaraws with 14 fouls already, while LPU, no fouls committed yet. Great discipline on their end. Good ball movement for the Tamaraws. Everything but the shot though, but they get the offensive board. Montemayor 3, or rather that's not Montemayor, that is Miguel Ona letting it fly. But it's way off to the right. It's still going back now to the Pirates. JM Bravo, it was mentioned to me that finally able to play basketball again after a medical condition back in NCAA season 100. But it's nice to see him play again. Now with a near double-double. Since they will need JM Bravo in the upcoming season 101 in the NCAA. Screen set, Montemayor from deep. And there you go, that's a shooter's touch, I might say. He's known for that one. Rojan Montemayor. His first three points of this game. Omar pulling back, trying to bring out. That's a risky pass by Gordon, but at least LPU is heading to the line for 2. It's a foul on Adam Nakai. Was made 2 3-pointers a while ago. FEU has dominated every quarter that they have that has been played so far. And JM Bravo continues to pile on the points. 11 points and 10 rebounds here. Two for 2 at the line for Bravo. He's playing great in this second game for the Pirates. Last game he only had a point, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. And Liam Salangsang, you guys didn't see it from the bench of FEU. They were celebrating since that move was nasty. Versosa this time, quick counter. Salangsang once again, let's see what he does. And one for Liam Salangsang. And his teammates are loving it on the bench. What a sequence for Liam Salangsang, and one. Didn't make the free throw, but he got his miss. And the putback. What a sequence for Liam Salangsang. Quick 7 points for Liam. See here from the miss, the putback. This guy's locked in. We'll have more action after this timeout. 1 minute remaining here in the third chapter of this game. Tamaraws up by 20, but it was a great drive by Renz Villegas. Jorik and Miguel. Two-man action there a while ago, and that's a foul called on. Showing follows on FEU. It is a foul on Miguel Ona. And dahil dyan, penalty na nga ang FEU, which means it's gonna be 2 free throws for the Pirates. And this is one key stat na they really like. They have 24 free throw attempts compared to just the 8 of FEU. But their field goal shooting has a lot left to be desired. It's only 14 for 48, which is good for 29%. While FEU shooting 28 for 50, 56%. So a lot of ground to cover, but at least we're seeing what's been, at least you can see what's the story of the game so far. Bautista once again, he loves that shot. After the curl, after the screen, you know that he's gonna pull up for that mid-range jumper. Money. 6 seconds to shoot for the Pirates. Great defense. 2 seconds to shoot, losing the ball mid-air. And that is how the third chapter goes. The FEU Tamaraws up 68 to 48 against the LPU Pirates. Will have more action coming our way in the fourth quarter. This is the fourth chapter of this game between the FEU Tamaraws up against the LPU Pirates. It's a great pass to Jedrick Daa, who was held as he went up. LPU preventing any easy baskets here for Jedrick Daa or any other Tamaraw. Jedrick Daa right now with 4 points, 2 rebounds. Now with 5 points after making that first free throw. 1 for 2 at the trip for Daa. LPU trying to take VJ Pre to dance. One more, hiningi ni Villegas. Villegas, a pass, corner shot. Way off, secured by Daa. Jedrick. And FEU resets. Oh, risky pass to Joric Bautista, and possibly the easiest basket for the Pirates here after a breakaway steal. Maybe that could be the momentum they need. And trying to catch back up, and an offensive foul this time on JR Pasaol. We saw that the right hand did extend. Tingnan natin ulit dito, no? What happened dun sa push-off ni Pasaol. It's called for the offensive foul. Kaya babalik sa LPU yung bola. And there you go, there's the extension. And we resume action here. Bravo, handoff to Villegas. Or rather, that was Palingayan. Going inside, Bravo. Kicks it back out. And JM Versosa with an elbow jumper. Konti-konti, the lead is being cut. Just need to string in a few more stuff, just like that one. But the ball is going back to the Tamaraws. VJ Preder getting stopped as he drove to the lane. There were three red shirts waiting for his appearance there under the basket.
There's a challenge made by the LPU Pirates on the last out-of-bounds play. 13 Tamaraws observe proper bounds the code. All players please proceed on the same lane in front of your respective benches.
So we have a challenge here by LPU saying that the last touch was on VJ Presor. Currently, our officials right now are reviewing the last play. Trying to see whose ball it is. And it is still going back to the FEU Tamaraws. Unsuccessful challenge. FEU with 10 seconds on the clock. Pre attracts the Dia, kicks it out. No good on that shot there by Joric. Peñafiel, or rather, Palingayan, directing the traffic, attacking the defense of VJ. 5 seconds to shoot. Spin move here, and a successful steal and defensive stand by the Tamaraws. Janre Pasaol says goodbye. LPU struggling here to gain ground. The three-point shot was in line, but short. I think there's a small collision between Konate on JM Bravo. FEU just showing us their depth, their star power right now in this UAP NCAA thriller. Barba. Oh, you can see there that Gael Montaño was begging for the ball. And Jedrick Dao was called for hooking. That means that's his last foul. He's out of this game. He's fouled out with 5. Spirited effort though for Jedrick Dao. We've seen what he can do. But the luxury for the Tamaraws is that they have a lot of talented guards in their stable. Coach Sean here is talking to Jedrick about maintaining composure, being more aware of the current situation on the court. Still a lot of basketball left to be played here inside the Moro Lorenzo Sports Center. We still have one game coming up. It's going to be between the Ateneo Blue Eagles up against the San Beda Red Lions here. I believe we still have enough seats here for those who are interested to watch or those who want to come over. Alam ko tapos na yung ulan, di na umuulan, malamig. What else is there to say? Technical foul, technical free throw. Good by Ato Barba. Leon, Palingayan. Gives it to Guile, to Barba. Barba is called for a foul. More on FEU. Sabi ni Coach Sean, hey, there's a foul. But tingnan natin anong nauna. Ayun, they corrected their initial call. And instead it was called for traveling. JR Pasaol doing most of the ball handling duties here. VJ Pre attracts so much defenders. He's either getting hacked from behind. It's Joric Bautista from Richmond Casino. It's gotta be 2 free throws.
Two free throws for Joric Bautista. Substitution, Simon Peñafiel for Richmond Casino.
Here's Bautista at the line. Right now. For the Tamaraws, making the first shot is Joric. Bautista now with 13 points, 4 assists. While his running mate in JR Pasaol has 8 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. And that's something that we're accustomed to. Pagdating kay Pasaol, no? He might be one of the smaller guards, but he can get you those boards. Again, another steal for the Tamaraws. Pre takes it upon himself. Ako nagagawa niyan. That was steal number 6 for FEU. While only 14 turnovers for LPU, 13 for FEU. They have been taking care of the ball quite really well here. Again, fast break opportunity. Not sure what LPU was doing there. JR Pasaol just enjoying his time while being on the court. Let's give this now to Flo de Agua for a report.
Upon hearing the news that their main guard and NCAA star Maclaude Guadagna won't be playing for the LPU Pirates for a while because of an injury, aminado si Gael Montaño na nalungkot siya for this loss. But just like all basketball teams, resilience should be at the top of their minds. Gael told me that they're looking at the bright side by taking these veteran absences as an opportunity to deepen their bench even further. And it seems like resiliency is also what they need to display more of here in the fourth quarter. Am I correct about that, Nico?
Definitely, Flo, and resiliency is always something we see from a lot of teams that I have observed, and of course that definitely comes with LPU. Kaya you never have to count them out, even if they're down by this much against the FEU Tamaraws. 5 minutes and 19 is still a long way to go, and I'm no stranger to huge comebacks from downtown, and still it continues the drought from the 3-point line. And FEU being called for yet another foul. That's Jaden Jones called for a foul here. Gael Montaño at the line. The leading scorer, or rather the third leading scorer behind JM Bravo and Ato Barba. Too strong on that free throw. Again, I think there's a holding foul here on LPU. That's their third team foul. They're not in the penalty, unlike the Tamaraws. 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth and final frame. Pre from the top of the key to Salangsang. Aggressive move.
Foul number 13, Valentino second.
By Liam there.
14 foul for the LPU Pirates. Two free throws for Liam Salangsang.
Liam Salangsang at the line now. Coming from the juniors ranks, Liam Salangsang has proven to us, at least in this game, that he can keep up with the big boys. 8 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists in 30 minutes of action. Make that 9 points now for Liam. VJ Pre takes a seat. Entering are Aaron Bagunu and Luke Felipe. Could be the closing 5. It's still a lot of minutes though. Montaño for 3. Hits back rim and secured by the Tamaraws. Oh, risky pass there. It's a 4 versus 1. Ato Barba. Tamaraws resting their main starters right now. Liam Salangsang at the, or rather, bring down the ball and tawagan dito ng dribbling violation. Si Jaden Jones. LPU still trying to cut this down to a respectable score. Barba from deep. Hindi pa rin, but Konate just out rebounding. Aggressive defense here by Jetro Reyes.
Only foul number 6, Jetro Reyes, his third personal foul. Penalty.
Penalty na rin dito ang LPU. Both teams in penalty.
2 free throws for Mo Konate.
Mo Konate right now with 15 points, 11 rebounds. A block to his name. He's actually perfect from the field, 7 for 7. With his misses only at the free throw line. Good move. Turnaround jumper for Renz Villegas. He's been teasing us with that one ever since the start of this game. The steal there with Konate right on the heels. But Ato Barba able to protect the basketball and ultimately get the bucket. Konate showing us his bag. But he loses the basketball. It's going back to LPU.
Substitution. There's a challenge made by the FEU Tamaraws on the last out-of-bounds play. 14 are advised to observe proper bounds to go. All players inside a hard face.
FEU challenging that. Last possession. Let's see whose ball it is. especially Coach Sean Chambers, building this squad from the ground up, starting last season where he started as his first year as a coach, almost making it into the Final Four. They ended the second round really well in the UAAP. But who knows? It could be season 88.
Upon review, the challenge made by the FEU Tamaraws was unsuccessful.
So it's an unsuccessful challenge for the Tamaraws, and it's going back to LPU, who are still staring at an 18-point deficit with roughly 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth and final frame. Villegas against Montemayor. Villegas, mid-range jumper, off to the right. Felipe, pass to Salangsang. Oh, put back to Aaron Bagunu. Quick possession there para sa LPU. Unfortunately. And there you go, Luke Felipe. His second three-pointer of this game. Pushing their lead now to 23, the biggest of this game, and LPU calls a timeout. All right, resume action here. Battle between the Tamaraws and the Pirates. Second game of a triple header. Live inside the Ateneo de Manila University, more specifically Moro Lorenzo Sports Center. And you can see the FEU coaching staff liking the effort from their guys, forcing a turnover, traveling on LPU. It's the last 2 minutes here. Felipe from downtown. That was way off to the left. You can see that Luke was a bit excited there when you let it fly. Are some better fans here watching, waiting for the next and final game against the Blue Eagles in their home floor. Drive, finish, everything but the bucket. That was by Casino a while ago. A pass. Felipe kicks it back out again. Ona for 3. Finally getting his 3 points is Miguel Ona. You just gotta love it when the bench is having fun, supporting their guys. Oh, that's a good pass. That's a langsang. And FEU just finding a second life here. No good there. 57 seconds remaining here. Luke again from deep. That's the third three-pointer of Luke Felipe. 8 seconds on the shot clock. And the referees here call a foul. It's got to be 2 free throws on Jaden Jones.
Two free throws for J.M. Bravo.
At the line, J.M. Bravo, who now has a double-double actually. Now with 14 points, 12 rebounds. Making the first free throw, JM. And arguably his best game. FEU's offensive firepower proving just to be too much against LPU, making 57% of their field goals against the 30 of the Pirates. Try to trap him on the baseline, but there again, another 3 for FEU. Jaden Jones also on the board right now, and see here that LPU just running down the clock. Making sure that everybody's finished. And at the end of this ball game, the FEU Tamaraws winning this UAAP NCAA clash 94-62. The depth and firepower of this Tamaraw squad is to be feared, especially in the upcoming UAAP season. In a bit, Flo De Agua will be interviewing your player of the game. Your final score is 94-62. Our next game will be between the Ateneo Blue Eagles up against San Beda Red Lions. Stay tuned.
Iba-iba kayo ng camera.
Nico, ikaw mag-e-extra. At kahit unang laro niya, this year, he is still our Asiabasket best player of the game. Today, VJ Pre with 14 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 6 out of 8 from the field. Grabe naman ang numbers mo today, VJ. So congratulations. Tulad nga ng nasabi ko, unang laro mo to ng 2025. Bakit ganito kagad kaganda ang naging performance mo today?
Sa una-una sa practice pa lang pinaghahandaan na namin, and yun, may mas gusto namin na may marating kami ngayon compare last season, and yun, kahit last season di kami nakapasok ng Final Four, ngayong off-season umaga pa lang paghahanda na namin.
Maraming salamat, VJ, na mention mo na nga yung last season yon ng UAAP Season 87, but you were a rookie back then. Ngayon na binigyan ka ng brand new chance to prove brand new things. Ano pa yung gusto mong mas mapatunayan coming into Season 88?
Siguro yung for coming Season 88, gusto ko improve yung decision making ko and yung leadership ko sa court kasi hindi na ako rookie and sophomore na ako. Kailangan every year nag-i-improve ako.
At VJ, dahil nga napakaganda ng pinakita mo ngayon dito sa Moro Lorenzo Gym, this is your chance na batiin ang mga sumusuporta sa'yo.
Una-una nagpapa-thank you po kay Lord and binabati ko po yung mama at papa ko, kila mami at daddy, sa family ko sa Pampanga and sa mga friends ko and kay Riza.
Congratulations again, VJ. So this is your chance to mark our camera with your signature dahil ikaw nga ang ating best player. And there we have it. Asiabasket fans, that was our second game, but stay tuned for more. And here is Nico Rocha to conclude our second game today.
Thanks for that, Flo. And once again, FEU Tamaraws winning 94-62 against the LPU Pirates. Coming up next, the clash, the matchup that everybody's been waiting for. The Ateneo Blue Eagles up against the San Beda Red Lions here. UAP NCAA matchup continues here. And we'll have more action for you guys coming your way.